believe I am an MBT, the next big thing. And because I've been
goodness, did you just say MBT, next big thing?
Yeah.
In this video, we're going to look at some of the youngest entrepreneurs who struck it big time on Shark Tank. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload. Let's get to it. Kiowa Kavovit. One day, 4-year-old Kiowa Kavovit looked down at her knee, where there was a band-aid, and she said to her father, "Dad, what if I had skin that I could paint on?" It was that simple question that led Kiowa, with the help of her dad of course, to invent Boo Boo Goo, an all-natural, waterproof skin protectant that paints on a bandage in fun colors for kids, turning a boo-boo into a ha-ha.
Well, I created this one-of-a-kind paint-on bandage. Now if I get a small cut of boo-boo, I just clean it, dry it, pick my color, and paint it on. And it's waterproof. Thanks, Mom. And for those big nights out, I choose the skin color to conceal my boo-boos completely.
It's the little things that can make a big difference, you know? At the time of her appearance on the show in season 5, Kiowa was just 6 years old, and she made history when she pitched her product on Shark Tank, becoming the youngest entrepreneur ever to pitch on Shark Tank, and she still holds that record to this day.
Hi, Sharks and Kyle Grace Kavovit.
And I'm her dad, Andrew Kavovit, and we are here seeking an investment of $100,000
As well as your relationships and ideas.
in exchange for 17.5% of our company, Boo Boo Brands.
Along with the support of her dad, Andrew, Kiowa wowed the Sharks and scored $100,000 in financing.
I'll invest the $100,000. I want 25%.
Contingent on the patent.
Has to be. It has to be contingent on the patent.
That's a reasonable request. It's the value that we're expecting from this. We appreciate it. We would love to take your offer.
You got it.
After Shark Tank, things seemed to be headed in the right direction. However, nothing ever developed as planned. The original Boo Boo Goo became available through Mr. Wonderful's licensing deal, but it didn't last long. In 2016, they started running into issues fulfilling orders. By 2017, just 3 years after appearing on the show, the company was no more. Their website shut down, and their social media pages have also been abandoned. Mosiah Bridges. Meet Mosiah Bridges, who at the time of his Shark Tank appearance was an 11-year-old kid who built himself a $150,000 business. More productive than most 11-year-olds, to say the least.
Hello, my name is Mosiah Bridges, and I'm the CEO of Mo's Bows, handmade bow ties, and I brought with me my lovely momager.
Hi Sharks, I'm Tramika Morris, and we're here today seeking $50,000 in exchange for 20% of our company.
Ever the fashionista, he reveled in style from a young age. At 4 years old, Bridges wore a suit and tie whenever possible and insisted on dressing himself.
Fashion, it just speaks to me, and I like to look good and I like to feel good.
Mo's always been a snappy dresser. Even when he was 4 and I allowed him to dress himself,
Looking good.
he would choose to ride his bike in a suit and tie.
His business, Mo's Bows, was born of his love for bow ties and his dissatisfaction with the selection available for kids his age. His grandmother taught him to sew by hand and how to use a sewing machine, using scraps to create his favorite neckwear. A little while later, he had created his own collection of more than 24 bow ties, and they were hits. Bridges upped his production, fashioning tidy bow ties from his grandmother's vintage fabrics in an array of floral and African prints, and even scraps of old taffeta dresses. Word of mouth worked its magic, and soon Bridges was taking orders through Facebook and selling on his own Etsy store. As demand increased, his mother, grandmother, and other family members came on board to help with production.
I sold 2,000.
Wow. Did you hand make 2,000 bow ties?
Yes,
Yourself?
me and my grandma.
But you're doing it all in your house right now?
Yeah.
You're running a sweatshop. How old are you, Mo?
I'm 11 years old.
Eventually, he got onto Shark Tank in season 5.
I feel like I'm watching, standing right before me, Damon John.
Yeah.
Working with his
Baby
mother,
DJ.
making his clothes, his first hats in the kitchen.
Oh.
What do you think, Damon? Is that your new protege?
It could be.
I'm new in 30 years.
I wasn't doing that type of business at that age, so congratulations.
And earned a mentorship offer from Damon John, who said he saw a young version of himself in Mo.
So I will guarantee to mentor you, but I will not give you the money at this time. And I think the mentoring is way more valuable than the money. So in regards to the deal, I'm out. In regards to mentoring, I'm in.
With Damon's help in 2017, the NBA signed a licensing deal with Mo for 1 year. Now 21 years old, Mose Bose is still in business, and Mo himself has a net worth of over $2 million as of 2022. Michaela Ulmer. Thanks to her brand being a success, Michaela was one of the youngest business owners in the US when she appeared on Shark Tank in season 6. She was just 9. But unbelievably, she started her business when she was 4. Yep, it all started back in 2009 when she began selling lemonade based on a 1940s recipe from her great-grandmother.
My product is honeybee sweet lemonade with a very special ingredient, flaxseed. When I was in kindergarten, yes, 4.5 years old, I got stung by 2 bees in 1 week, and my great-granny Helen sent me a 1940s cookbook with her favorite recipe of flaxseed lemonade in it.
To be clear, it's Michaela who does the work, but her parents help in other ways. The fact that both parents have business school degrees certainly must help, with Deandra having a background in marketing and sales, and Theo in business operations. So yeah, that helps.
Theo, we know about Michaela's background, and she's highly qualified. Right. Tell us about your background.
So between my wife and I, we've got over 40 years of experience in marketing, operations, and finance.
Are you full-time at this?
My wife's actually full-time with it right now.
Going on Shark Tank, she was able to pitch her product to the Sharks and was able to secure an investment from Damon for $60,000.
I'm going to give you $60,000 for 25%. Contingent that my partners on the East Coast that distribute to C-stores, convenience stores, will be able to get that in the stores.
It's a deal.
Yeah.
In 2019, Michaela sold the brand to Whole Foods for $11 million. So she literally took her lemons and made lemonade. Cassidy Crowley. After watching her babysitter chew on all the wrong things, 7-year-old Cassidy Crowley decided to make a 2-in-1 baby spoon and teether for her. Baby Tune is a simple solution to a common problem, like any good product should be. The Baby Tune spoon removes the long and hard design features of a regular spoon and gives a rounded, soft, and made from 100% FDA-grade silicone. The spoon is made for babies, with a playful animal design and an easy-to-hold handle. Babies won't hurt themselves if they bite down on the wrong part of the spoon, which is important.
The Baby Tune is a combination of a baby spoon and a teether all in one. The rectangular body makes it easy for babies to grasp and self-feed. The Baby Tune is made of 100% soft silicone. There are no sharp edges, so it's gentle on babies' gums, and it works great for teething.
At 10 years old, Cassidy appeared on season 11 of Shark Tank to pitch the Baby Tune. She wowed the Sharks and eventually left the Shark Tank with a $50,000 deal from Lori Grainer.
I have to be along with this journey. I'm giving you $50,000 for 50%.
Wow.
Lori, you have a deal.
Congratulations.
Since then, in 2021, Baby Tunes signed a licensing deal with baby company Munchkin. Currently, Baby Tunes' worth can be estimated at $1 million to $1.5 million. Currently, Cassidy is working on new products while focusing on her studies. Jake, Lachlan, and Aaron Johnson. On a road trip in 2008, the parents of Jake, age 13, Lachlan, age 16, and Aaron, age 18, challenged themselves to come up with a fun product for kids. After some consideration, the siblings arrived at Flip-Outs.
Flip-Outs is a silicone bracelet that holds 5 personalized coins that kids wear, trade, and then track online at the Flip-Outs website.
Bracelets with 5 coins, with sayings like "You're the man" and "Nerds Unite," that can be tracked online and traded among friends.
Each coin has its own customized artwork or positive message that's meant to represent who you are or your interests or hobbies or traits. And then on the back of each coin is a 10-digit code that allows kids to track their coin online as it gets traded around the world.
The kids got $250,000 in startup capital from their parents and ran the business out of their home, but a devastating house fire wiped out their supply of coins and bracelets. Due to that, they went to Shark Tank in season 2 to rebuild. While on the show, the Johnsons received an offer for $100,000 for 33% of the company from 3 sharks. Robert, Damon, and Kevin.
If you consider our original offer, which was 3 sharks, $100,000 with the contingency you clear that patent, take it or leave it.
What you gonna do?
We are so
Taking it.
We're taking it.
All right.
But the deal changed after the filming. Ultimately, Damon John, the CEO of the clothing company FUBU, didn't invest, but he signed on as a mentor instead, which is still helpful as we've shown with Moe's Bows. Flipouts received the necessary marketing boost to increase sales and establish themselves in major toy retailers. In 2015, Flipouts was acquired by Wild Craze Inc., a consumer products holding company, for an undisclosed amount plus shares. Flipouts is available at Toys R Us, Hallmark stores, and Amazon online.